quarantine experience on a personal level has been challenging at times, but needed. It's allowed me to tap into me a little bit more and to focus on what I need to focus on when it actually comes to my career. But it is also something that was needed because at that particular time, I was stuck in the house. I shouldn't say stuck, but I was in a house with 5 different women. And one of them was my fiance, who I got a chance to know a little bit better before we get married. So if I know I can get through quarantine with her, I know I can marry this woman now, because it felt like prison at times with conjugal visits every now and then, But also with my daughters and get the chance to bond with them and get to know them, because for a great deal of their lives, I didn't live with them. So it was great to be able to be in a house with them as they were growing up as adults, 18 and 20 years old. And just to get to know them a little bit better. So that was the positive side of things. But, as far as professionally is concerned, doing this and being at home, being able to work. And fortunately for me, on the professional side, when it comes to the quarantine, I am doing a show right now where I actually can sit here in this seat and actually do my show and still be able to get paid for it. So I know it's troubling times for a lot of people, and I'm praying for them. It's just working out for me right now, and I just pray it continues to do that way until we can get past this pandemic. My advice when it comes to transition and making the adjustment during this pandemic career-wise is always stay ahead of the curve anyway. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing. And one of the reasons I've been able to be in this business for 25 years is because I don't look at what's right now. I look at what's going to happen in the future. I try to, at least, and try and be a step ahead of everything else. But before social media was big at ESPN, when I was at ESPN, I was telling them we need to be more involved with social media and ESPN. It's funny because years ago when we would do interviews on ESPN and we would have to pay so much money for satellite feeds to send a truck to an athlete's house to be able to interview a LeBron James, or back in the day, Magic, Kobe, anybody like that, or Shaq or whatnot, we would spend thousands of dollars on a live truck to do that. Whereas I was telling them at that time, I was like, well, there's this new technology called Skype that we can actually just be able to do it via the internet or whatnot. They didn't like the quality of it at the time, whatever. But now it seems like everybody's on Skype and everybody's on Zoom. So my advice to people is find out what's in the future. Don't look at necessarily all about what's right now, because the times and this industry is always constantly changing. And if you can stay ahead of the flow, you're going to be all right in this business. How I maximize my 24 hours in a day is that I don't just focus always on work. I mean, I work a lot, but I have to relax. I have to do things to make me happy and to make the endorphins jump in my body and feel good about my life, brother. That's what it is, man. I watch a little TV here and there. I try not to get too involved in too many different things that's going to bring me down. What makes me relax is just like being happy, not bringing negativity in my life or being around people that's going to bring me down or just negative energy, period. I have cut all that out of my life and I'll block it and I bind it, man. So, the thing is, I maximize my 24 hours just by being me and doing the things I want to do. And a lot of the things, fortunately, that I want to do is work related, which helps me career wise and whatnot. So I always pick something in my life, even broadcasting. That's a passion of mine. I don't look at it as work. It becomes work, obviously, but it's a passion of mine. And if you were to give me $20 million and say, you know what, you ain't got to worry about money for a long period of time, but you got to work, the things I'm doing now are still the things I would do for free if money was not an issue. Seriously.